Welcome to Eraverse, where we explore captivating stories of profound human connection and remarkable personal transformation. In this episode, join us as we recount the heartfelt journey of a smile that saved me. A powerful reminder that even in our darkest hours, a single act of kindness can light the way forward. Meet Alex, a 35-year-old everyman living in a mid-sized U.S. city, evoking places like Chicago or Seattle, whose entire world had suddenly crumbled around him. It was a cold autumn night, with the temperature hovering at a chilling 45 degrees Fahrenheit and heavy rain pouring down at 1.2 inches per hour, soaking everything in sight. This came right after he lost his marketing job on March 15, 2023, part of massive company layoffs that affected 200 employees. Compounding his misery was a painful breakup with his girlfriend of 4 years, Sarah, after heated arguments centered on their mounting financial woes. Now, he found himself overwhelmed by debts exceeding $25,000, which included 3 months of unpaid rent totaling $4,500, leaving him feeling utterly defeated and alone. Isolated and filled with despair, Alex hadn't heard from his family, who lived 500 miles away, for over 6 months. On this fateful night, he trudged 2 miles through the relentless downpour to a towering 150 feet high steel bridge spanning a swollen river, arriving around 11:45 p.m., where he stood contemplating ending his suffering by jumping. In that moment, flashbacks assaulted him, showing stark contrast to his current plight. Joyful scenes from a vibrant Thanksgiving dinner in 2021, surrounded by 12 laughing relatives enjoying turkey and all the trimmings. His professional peak during the summer of 2022, when he celebrated a well-deserved 15% salary raise, bringing his annual income to $65,000. And a romantic picnic with Sarah on July 4th, where they watched a spectacular display of 5,000 fireworks lighting up the night sky. But these happy memories faded quickly into grim present-day visuals. Endless unemployment lines stretching with over 100 desperate people waiting their turn. A stark eviction notice dated October 10, 2023, taped to his door. His empty refrigerator containing only 2-week-old spoiled milk. And insidious dark thoughts echoing in his mind. No one would miss me. In a world of 7.5 billion people, what's one less? The weight of it all seemed unbearable. As the enveloping darkness whispered seductive lies like no one would miss you, a sudden radiant smile pierced straight through Alex's deep despair. There, under the shadowy underside of the bridge, was 70-year-old Mary, a homeless woman who had been living on the streets ever since a tragic house fire on June 22, 2020, that destroyed possessions worth $150,000, forcing her to survive on a meager $200 a month from Social Security benefits. She was pushing a heavy cart loaded with 50 pounds of her life's remaining belongings. Despite her tattered coat clinging to her shivering frame, chapped lips from the cold wind, and the harsh conditions around her, Mary looked directly at Alex with a kind, weathered face and offered a genuine, radiant smile. Her eyes sparkled with the depth of 50 years of hard-earned wisdom as she spoke these simple yet profound words. Rough night. Huh? I've seen 1,000 like it. But tomorrow's got light if you look up. Dawn breaks at 6:47 a.m. That 3-second smile changed everything in an instant. That 3-second smile from Mary, infused with 50 years of wisdom and resilience, immediately halted Alex's spiraling dark thoughts. Moved by her warmth, he took off his jacket and gently placed it over her shivering shoulders. Then he accompanied her 0.3 miles to a nearby neon-lit diner that stayed open 24/7, where he treated her to 2 hot coffees costing $7 total, the steaming 95 degrees Fahrenheit liquid providing much-needed comfort as they cupped their hands around the cups. Seated across from each other in the cozy booth, Alex listened attentively as Mary shared her personal story of raising 3 children all by herself after her divorce in 1995. For the first time in months, they shared a genuine laugh. Outside the diner window, the sky began its slow transition from pitch black to the soft orange hues of approaching dawn, symbolizing the emerging hope. In his heart, Alex realized that her smile had pierced the raging storm of his despair, just like sunlight breaking through thick, heavy clouds. Profoundly inspired by this encounter, Alex stepped back from the brink. Within 3 days, he secured a temporary job paying $18 an hour for 40 hours a week, which enabled him to catch up on his rent by the month's end. He started volunteering 10 hours each week at a local shelter, where he helped 15 people weekly and made a daily commitment to 5 random acts of kindness, like sharing smiles, giving $1 tips, or offering encouraging words to strangers. Remarkably, this one smile set off a chain reaction of positivity, ultimately impacting 20 lives within just 30 days. As we conclude this episode of Arrowverse, let us reflect on the timeless truth that a single smile can change everything. It saved Alex from the depths of despair, honored Mary's enduring spirit, and rippled outward to touch 20 more lives in profound ways. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey of hope, resilience, and unbreakable human connection. Subscribe and continue exploring these inspiring stories with us in Arrowverse.